What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman of Mr. Gentleman Like the Podcast. And once again, I gotta tell y'all about Anchor. Why y'all should get Anchor? Well, for one, it's free. They create a tool that allow you to create and edit your podcast right from your phone or laptop. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and many more. You could, the best important part, you can make money. Who wouldn't want to make money? It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So if y'all want to make a podcast, just download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. This is your boy Ken, and have a good night. You are now listening to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Chill! What's up, everybody? This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman YPG, and the Premier Boy Podcast. And welcome to Mr. Gentleman Like That Podcast. Hope all is well. As y'all know, new season of Mr. Gentleman Like That Podcast is premiering June 28th. Yes, it's a new date, June 28th. So this is not actually a new episode, but I feel like we had an episode on the Premier Boy Podcast yesterday, and it was so powerful. I had to repost it on here. So I feel like more people should listen to this episode. I want to warn y'all, there's a lot of strong languages during this episode. But it's a lot going on in America, with racism, police brutality, looting, this president that we have who's doing a really terrible job. Don't forget COVID, and now potentially Ebola. So I feel like I didn't want to repost this episode and put it on my show, so everybody should listen, and listen to the conversation that me, Mr. Aaron Sands, and DJ Retro had. So without further ado, this is the Premier Boy Podcast. Enjoy. Episode 7, This is America.
This is Aaron Sands, and you are now listening to the Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast.
I'm a young black man doing all that I can to stand. Oh, but when I look around and I see what's being done to my kind, every day I'm being hunted as prey. My people don't want no trouble. We've had enough struggle. I just wanna live. God protect me. I just wanna live. I just wanna live.
Everybody, welcome to the Premier Boy Podcast. This is your boy Ken.
Yeah, this is Aaron Sands.
It's your boy Roddy. What's up?
Yes, and welcome to our all new episode of the Premier Boy Podcast. As you know, we're taking a break from the quarantine series. And discuss something serious.
Yeah, we're going to definitely talk about the current events that's definitely going on this past week in our country and in our city, especially ever since George Floyd's death this past week. We're definitely going to touch on that and how it's affecting us as a community and as a country.
Yeah.
Yep. Hope y'all enjoy.
So I'm gonna start with the first question to y'all. How do y'all feel about everything that's going on right now?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, I've kind of been watching this and absorbing everything, and I really haven't, besides like Facebook posts and everything and Facebook shares, I haven't really, spoke out on this particular issue like I'm about to do right now. I'm also going to preface this saying these are my thoughts, and this in no way is related to, Anchor or any of the streaming platforms we're on.
Same for all of us.
Yeah. So, that's where we are. It's fucked up, really. You know what I'm saying? I feel fucked up about the situation because it's like, we see this all too often, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people think like, oh, we'll be desensitized by this by now, but it just it builds up. It's more, it's a lot, you have to take in, and it's tiring, especially when you don't have, nobody to look up to be like, all right, let's get together and really, try to fix this out. I mean, you got people out here trying to, positively go about this, you know what I'm saying? And then you got like, at a certain point, it's so much that you can do before, you react in, in a crazy way. So I understand it, but it's been a tough week, honestly.
Man.
Yeah. Roddy, what you gotta say, Roddy?
Man, this is too much. Everybody is like, yo, enough is enough. This is why people are protesting. This is why people are trying to loot the malls, because enough is enough. The police do not care about us.
Super facts.
It's annoying, like how much hate crimes get thrown out every month, every few months, and these guys get walked scotch-free.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
These guys got to get held accountable for their damn actions. And I understand why the riots happened, because everybody's fed up. Another Black person's life has been taken that was very innocent.
Yeah.
Just like Aaron said, we see this way too often, man. Like, when is it gonna end?
Yeah.
I don't really condone the fact that they're looting the stores, though. I don't condone the fact of that, though. But
yeah,
the protesting, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand a lot of people, and I've spoke with a lot of like close friends and family of looting part, and I understand why they feel like that. But at the same time, like, if we're gonna be looting, right, you also gotta understand the why. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta understand the why. You can't just sit there and get mad at the side effects of the disease, but not the disease. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to be honest, from the things I've been looking at, from news reports and everything I've been looking at, and the sources I've been talking with, it's not like, a lot of this is being set up. If you really want to get,
yeah. I didn't get you to speak yet, but I'm gonna get to that. Actually, we're gonna get to that. But
a lot is like, you want to be like, all right, I'm with looting, and the riots and everything. But a lot of that is built up to be built against us. You know?
Yeah, definitely true.
So it's like, what do we do about
I mean, yeah, pretty much. I know for me, yeah, this is a hard topic to talk about because, like y'all said, enough is enough. It happened too often. Basically, this year already, three, 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 three people of color passed away, got killed by the cops. But so far this year, so far, and of course, this happened way too often in the past. You know, Trayvon Martin, Sandra Bland, Rodney King back in '92 with the '92 riot. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, it's hard to be a black man in the United States. You had to watch your back all the time, make sure nothing happened to you.
All the time.
And it sucks.
All the time.
It was always like that. People always talk about how things changed up and everything like that. Oh, things got better.
History repeats itself.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. History is definitely repeating itself.
Exactly. You know, especially when people don't learn from it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The only way you can sit there and change history is actively change. And we talk about it, but then there is never like any steps to be like, all right, we're getting better to that point where, you know, we'll be able to be in the same plateau without having to watch our back. You know what I'm saying? But history always shows that people are never learn, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I really hope this country's changed, man, because it's not looking good for us at all, especially for the black community. You're not good for us at all, and you really need to change.
So,
all right, yeah. So, I mean, y'all kind of answered this already. Like, how y'all feel about the protesting, and do y'all agree with the looting?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with all of that. You know what I'm saying? Protesting and the looting. But my thing is this, right? People are tired, bro. It goes back to what we were saying. People are tired of being tired. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, yeah, it's not right. It's not the right thing to do to be breaking up stores and everything like that. But, you know what I'm saying? But fuck it. At this point, we're at a fucking point in our time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're at a fucking point because it's like, all right, you know, we sitting there, kick down the mud. We try to sit there and build our own communities back in the day because, you know, white people didn't want us in our communities back then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all right, we're gonna build our own shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We build our own shit, and guess what? It gets bombed. It gets burnt to the ground, and then we get So
that's true. Yeah.
We can't build our own shit. We can't mix up with you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, when we get a little bit of stride, you want to take that away from us. So you keep kicking somebody in the ass so many times, at a certain point, the ass is going to kick back.
True. And I feel like they fear us because we are powerful. That's the reason why they're doing it, because they fear us because we are powerful.
We've always
they know that we could take over the world, and they fear that. So they want, instead of helping us, they want to wipe us out. You know, that's the sad part about it. How I feel like I'm gonna answer the question now. How I feel about the protest? I feel like it's a good cause. Just be peaceful about it, be peaceful. I mean, yesterday it was a protest around my way on 4th Street. Literally thousands of people there. And then the same protest came through my block, peaceful, even cops were protesting. So I mean, in a way, it's kind of possible, It's kind of possible to have people protesting.
That's what's going on right now in Poughkeepsie.
Yeah.
They blocked off the streets. People protesting, taking knees and everything. Yeah, we seen a pile of bricks close to the area, but we ain't nobody out here trying to touch that and go crazy.
Exactly. But do I agree with the looting? I mean, I'm half and half about it. I mean, yeah, you could loot to set a statement, because we are, like you said, Rondell, enough is enough. But don't loot in your own neighborhood where small businesses gotta make business in our own community. That That then at the end of the day, none of us gonna have nothing to do with no food to eat, no money to make money and stuff like that. Cause we be out of business because people is destroying our businesses, our own people in Hearth. And that I don't agree with that.
Yeah. If anything, right now is the perfect time to build our shit. You know what I'm saying? To build communities from within. You know what I'm saying? We need to start embracing like black businesses. at this
Yeah, I agree.
now. We should have been doing that, and some people do. Sometimes I do. You know what I'm saying?
I do that as well. I do that as well. Everybody that know me know
A
I
lot of
support the best way
people
I
just
can.
want the freebies
Okay.
just
Oh, you
because they're
that
black
that too.
business.
That too. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Or they say the
That's
price
true.
is too damn
Too
high.
high. And I get the reason why the price is too high because we gotta set a higher standard for ourselves.
Not even
I mean,
that. It's just
you
like
know,
cost of making your product. You're taking that
yeah.
into consideration as well. So yeah,
True.
and you're trying to start up. You definitely going to need people to, back your shit. All the way, even if it is expensive, because of the fact that you're just starting. You know what I'm saying? If you like a Best Buy or Amazon, yeah, you could do deals, but you can't do deals if you're just starting your brand. That's pretty hard.
Yeah. True. Roddy, what do you have to say about this?
I definitely feel some type of way about the looting a lot because I know that they're not looting, they're looting to resell online. That's what most of they're doing anyway. So that's why I feel type of way about the looting part.
Okay. All right. So, have you ever been arrested or ever had an encounter with a cop?
Well, I actually been in a situation with a few police officers in my time, but this one time I kind of I came in contact with a set of police officers that was pretty scary. I would say about like 10 years ago. I used to skate around my community, around the city and everything like that, right? And I was coming home from an event in Flatbush, and I was skating back to my grandma's house, and I was a block away. This was in Fort Greene, and I see a cop car on the other side of the street just passing me by. So I was like, all right, whatever. I'm just head on home and chill for the night. So it was my surprise when I saw that same police car turn around, made an illegal U-turn across the two yellow lines and pull up on the curb of a block that I was on. Me being startled, I hop off my board and I'm like, officers, what's going on? How can I help you? Immediately they pull out their guns, talk about take out your ID, keep your hands up. Now, you know me, I only have two hands. So I can't do two at the same time when you got a gun waving in my face. So I told them, listen, my ID is in my back pocket, in my wallet. I am going to go reach for it. Please do not shoot me. Right? I take out my ID. I give it to them. And they were like, what's in your pocket? And I'm like, I have my asthma pump and my phone. And right before I could finish my question, they put me to the side. They pushed me to the side. They pat me down. I had a big bulge in my pocket. But come to find out, that was just my PSP.
Oh, yeah.
It was just my PSP. And if you had a PSP back in the day, they were big, black, and bulky. And if you put a case on that bitch, it was even bigger and blacker and bulkier.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, those things was big.
You know what I'm saying? So you could imagine me skating with a little piece of like a black, case in my pocket. They thought that was a gun. And I'm like, for me, for one, you did a whole illegal U-turn to pull up on the block and wave a gun in my face just because you thought I had one. Meanwhile, I live in the community. I know who has the guns. You know what I'm saying? But nobody pulls up to them. So it made it really difficult to, trust cops after that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that, it was just ever since that whole situation, it was pretty tough for me to actually, go about my time and not wash my back like that, So
yeah,
that was one of the harder things, and it made me distrust. It made me have a distrust for the police and for law enforcement, because I see them do that to a lot of people in my community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even in where I live now, it might be as peaceful. It might be a little bit more peaceful than the city, but the rules still apply here, just like they apply in New York to these cops. They do whatever they try to do, whatever they want to do. You know, and sometimes they do, just like they did in Minneapolis.
Yeah, crazy. All right, well, I got two little stories about that about my copy encounter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got two stories about my copy encounter. One story is me and my homie, shout out to T. Then we woke at home, we woke at home regular, like how we used to go to Brooklyn College, and we usually walk home. And we went on Eastern Parkway, just walking home, talking, laughing like normal. The two cops came to us. They like, what y'all doing? Like, we are on our way home. Like, normal, on our way home, normal stuff, It's a, look, take out your pockets, what's in your pockets, and stuff like that. Show our wallet, my phone, keys, and pat us down. And, it was a black cop and a white cop. And stuff like that. I mean, shockingly, he didn't give us much problems, but I think he just wanted to be nosy or whatever. And, he just let us go home, let us be on our way home. He like, have a good night, and that's it. We looked back to make sure they wasn't up to nothing else, but it was nothing, and that was it for that. The second encounter, I told myself I'm gonna mention this, but okay, 10 years ago, an incident happened where I was really drunk, and me and somebody we got into a fight, what caused to everybody else became a big scene. And while somebody tried to break it up, I end up hitting a cop.
Ooh.
End up hitting a cop twice. To the point that I got arrested. Well, to the point that they put me on the floor. They hit my face, and then they put handcuffs on me, and I got arrested. Which led me to be arrested for 24 hours. Be in the jail for about 24 hours, the booking for 24 hours, and then got out the next day. So yeah, so that was my cop encounter. I mean, thank God that nothing serious what happened in that incident. Thank God that I wasn't a hashtag or nothing. Thank God for that. That was nothing serious, but that's my cop encounter.
Nah.
Well, I remember one time, I was in the car with Alvin, his boy Steph, and his boy Steph's homegirl. I used to just drive my mom's car.
Mm-hmm.
So we drove in the car and we was by pink houses. So y'all already know how the reputation of pink houses be.
Yeah.
So we pulled up and they stopped us and they questioned us because we looked like we was up to something. So they got us and they checked us. They checked the car, and they said, "Oh," I showed them the license, registration. They said, "Oh, all right, y'all could be on y'all way." And then another time, I was walking towards the train, and normal, and it was stop and frisk. They stopped and frisked me out of nowhere.
Oh wow.
So yeah, those are two times I can remember that I got encountered by police.
What's crazy about all of this, right? Is when we think about our stories when it comes down to our encounters with cops and everything like that, and I hear a lot of people when I talk about cops with other people and everything, and people always ask me like, "Oh, what about like good cops? There's still good cops out there and everything. We still have good cops out here." And to me, I don't disagree with that, but at the same time, I do have to ask now, like, if you are, and this is to like, the good cops. I know a few cops in my Facebook, my friends list, and I know a few cops personally. If you're a good cop and you see something like this, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? What do you, as a fellow, police officer, what are you doing about this? You know what I'm saying? If you see some injustice going on in your precinct, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on with that? Like, where are the good cops speaking out for that? You know what I'm saying? Because you know,
Oh, my bad,
all I
son.
see,
You know what I feel. You know what I think about that.
yeah.
I think that they want. I feel like the cops want to speak out. I think they scared because something might happen to them. But I heard when some good cops do speak out about injustice, something bad always end up happening to them. We always hear stories about that. So I guess then they scared to. I
Wow.
guess they scared to speak up because they want nothing to happen to them and their families.
And
So that's the reason. I mean, of course it's not right. Of course it's not right. I mean, but
it just sucks, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like for the fact that you're not speaking out, we're losing innocent people. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because
yeah, exactly.
something is happening to somebody, at the end of the day, whether if you're a good cop in the session, something happened to you, or if you're not saying nothing and you're keeping that quote unquote blue wall of solidarity, and then somebody else goes and dies next week. I feel like that's on their conscience
Exactly.
too,
Yeah,
because they didn't say nothing.
true. All right, so next question. All right, how do you feel about what this president, quote
What
unquote,
president?
quote unquote, is
What
doing?
president?
And
We don't got a president.
so I don't. He ain't my
We don't got
president,
one.
but you know
What
what?
do we
But you know
have
what?
then?
We don't got. It's like
Exactly. But you know what?
it's like an empty ass chair, B. We don't got a president. He don't fuck with us.
Oh, D.
He don't at all.
Period.
Remember, he a racist. His parents wasn't the KKK. That says a lot, and they put this man in office. And now hearing that he tried to bring the military in, which y'all know what that means, martial law is coming. He trying to control us, and that's sad.
You don't even here's the thing with him. The shit that I don't get. You don't even got to look that far back to his parents' lineage and everything like that. You could just look as far back as his presidency. From the speeches to the tweet, bro. Like you don't see no sign of unifying anybody. You know what I'm saying? Granted,
Not at all.
say what you want about Obama. Say what you want about Clinton or whatever. Even Bush.
Exactly.
But even those people, they unified. When situations like this happen, they try to unify the country and try to get people together and uplift people. You know what I'm saying? This man, none of that.
Yeah.
You ask,
he did it all.
You ask me, what the president going to do on the federal level? And I have every right to be like, yo, what president?
I agree. No, sure. I've been saying for years. I've been saying for years. Even before his presidency, he wasn't my president. I've been saying that for years. I said it to the
yes,
day.
you did.
And I still say it to this day. He's not my president. Always said Obama. Always said Obama was my president. Always said Obama was my president. Always. He do this to this day. Obama is my president. Even people who are low key Trump fans be upset when I say Obama my president. And like, good for y'all. Good for y'all. Exactly. Be upset. Exactly.
That nigga never wrote for us. He don't even know what it's like. He can't even comprehend it. You know what I'm saying? Because what I've been reading and what I've been, listening to and everything, some of his own aides try to reach out to him and be like, listen, this is much. They're not only talking about you, they're also talking about, police brutality and how that should affect us.
Yeah.
And he couldn't even see the forest for the fucking trees.
Of course.
And it upsets me that it really upsets me that we're in this position. You know what I'm saying? So I try to take this time to tell people like, yo, wherever you at listening to this, wherever you're in the East Coast, West Coast, Puerto Rico, Hawaii, Alaska, if you can vote, can't vote. In this case, this particular case, if you can vote, go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The shit that's been going on between COVID and
exactly
and wars and everything like that, like between all that shit, if you you want to see that shit for 4 years, to be my guest. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. And also, I heard now is a potential Ebola outbreak now. So
Ebola.
Yeah.
Taking us back.
I swear to God.
Gosh.
Yeah, I heard it came back.
When did Ebola?
So and you may know, this guy, And this guy, he still haven't handled COVID very well. So yeah, I
We
mean,
we still have COVID out there, and then
exactly.
you
We
have
still
I
have
feel like with
COVID.
all this
Ebola.
going on, like people dead forgot about COVID. They were like, "Fuck COVID." COVID had the spring on.
That's
Yeah,
what I said
basically.
COVID
too,
had the
bro.
spring
That's
on lock.
exactly what I
Yeah,
You
said.
know
pretty
what I'm
much. Yeah,
saying?
pretty much.
And it's
Yeah.
a little warm. You know what I'm saying? Cops want to start getting all our rate and start doing that gang shit they really do, but then they blame us for. You know what I'm saying?
Of
They
course.
wanna talk about gangs and shit, but then they the biggest gangs. But then they gonna sit there and
True.
start wilding out around this time. And now everybody's like, fuck COVID, we gonna be out here. And I am all for being out here. I am all for
Yeah, but here's the thing, yo. But here's the thing. I feel like everything that happened with the plan, just so martial law could start. To be honest with you, I feel all this was set up to make sure martial law start. If you think about it, George Floyd dying. Yeah, George Floyd dying. George Floyd dying. Sorry, and the using Trump as a puppet. So now setting up curfews and bringing military in. That's pretty much martial law. They pretty much
You
try to control
know,
us.
y'all know something too? A lot
Yeah.
of times people saying that Andrew Cuomo is doing a better job than Trump.
He
He
always is.
is.
Sorry.
And
He
Andrew
is.
Cuomo should be for president.
He is. He should.
I mean, my thing is this, right? I love my state. I keep telling people. I
We
love my
all
state.
do. I'm
Where
still
like
here.
people try to get me to come down south, I'll be like, nah, bro, I'm good. Thanks. I don't got a fair advantage down there. Like I don't.
That's true.
So, because it's like we have a state government at the most high. You know what I'm saying? We have a state
Yeah.
government for the people for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I see that, I'm like, all right, this is something that the country could use. Would think
Yeah.
that a lot of these governors and a lot of these other politicians would see this shit as a model and be like, I bet let's run like this. But the problem with that is that they're so involved in their own self-interest that they forget the people. They forget the fucking people.
Mm.
And that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? And this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like in DC, Minneapolis, LA, even in New York. This is what happens when you forget the people.
That's true. That's true.
You ever put a turkey in the oven and you forget that bitch was in the oven? And then you smoke an L and you go to sleep? Or better yet, you put some brownies in the oven, you smoke an L and you go to sleep, and then you wake up and you smell that brownie smell all throughout your fucking house because you left that shit in there for an extra 30 minutes?
That's like you have your phone. That's like having your phone in your hand. You fall asleep and you wake up, your phone on the floor.
That's it.
So yeah, and it crack, and it cracks.
You know what I'm saying? That's definitely on you. You know what I'm saying? You forget. That's what happened. You forget the people, and now your city burnt down. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
equal.
I mean the oh damn, I was gonna say something.
Say what I say, buddy.
Well, Trump still have a high chance of getting back into office, so we don't know what's to come.
That's the sad part, because I'm pretty sure that he's gonna try to find a way to be the hero. So, I got the cure for Corona and stuff like that, and they're gonna like idiot people are left back in office. And that's what I fear the most. I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, it might not be the cure. It might be something else that's gonna save his ass right in time.
People respect the economy. The economy will be the thing that saves him. But if this shit don't rebound like it's supposed to rebound, the economy will be the death of him. Between the economy, how he handled COVID, and how he handled this shit, and any other thing that happened in the past 3 years that I can't remember because it was in too much, and I'm just trying to deal with 2020. But that shit is going to be for him.
Too much, yeah. Too much,
2020 is already a
year
movie,
was done, bro. Like, let's go to 2021.
Me too. You're not the only one, son.
Feel like
you're not the only one, son. You are. Yeah, it's been a terrible 2020 so far, man. And this is supposed to be a great year for all of us. Man.
Everybody had high hopes for 2020. In 2019, December 2019, all I kept hearing, we gonna do this for 2020. We gonna ball out. 2020, and then here we are, 2020, discussing racism like it's 1992 or 1967 or 1865.
We be
And we over here on curfew and lockdown.
Lockdown. And we didn't get to curfew. We got curfew
Here's
at
my
8
thing about
p.m.
curfew, though.
So
Aren't y'all these city dudes supposed to be in the house anyway?
I heard California got curfew at 4 p.m.
Supposed to be in the house?
Where?
Kobe's still out.
Yeah, 4
thing,
p.m.
right?
California. Kobe threw out. Yeah, Kobe threw out. Yeah, Kobe threw out.
So
yeah,
shit,
too,
in
somewhere.
the house anyway. Why are we talking about a curfew? Fuck, are we talking about a curfew? Curfew? Really? 8 now, right?
Son, two words. Martial law.
Fuck out of here. My daddy
Enough
curfew.
Enough said, man.
And this
30,
is the thing.
The fuck?
For the city that never sleeps, we're sleeping early anyway.
Y'all taking a whole lot of weed naps. I know that.
We've been sleeping since March. So it would be technically on. We've been sleeping since March. So
basically, I agree with you.
Yeah, and remember, we're supposed to be opening next week. So how does curfew go to work? You know, we're supposed to be open start next week. Phase one open next week, I should say. Phase one open next week.
Y'all go to work like regular, and then y'all take your ass in the house.
So you can really do it. You got no something.
True, yeah.
You gonna go to Todd's? Like, no, that shit closed.
Todd is like phase 4, so that's no time soon.
It's funny because I just ordered a pizza, right? And the place that I ordered from, they're probably closed now. No, because I ordered it and they were like, listen, we don't got much because we got the protest going on, and frankly, we closed up shop in like an hour. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, fuck it, let me just get a pie there and call it a night. You feel me? But it's crazy because, you know, we were just trying to get used to a changing world with the COVID. And now we're here with you know, what we're dealing with now. You know what I'm saying? And it's a tough situation.
Yeah. Really tough, yo. Especially when you don't have the proper leadership, you know, it make it even worse.
But the one thing I do have hope for is us.
Of course. Yeah, which is actually my next question. Actually, what do we as people have to do to change this problem? You know.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, you know what? Let me start. We need more black leaders. That's one. We need more leaders like how we had Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and stuff like that. You know. One. Also, we gotta build more businesses, more black businesses, so we can take over. Yo, who phone going on? Yeah, I mean, we gotta build more black businesses, and us gotta become leaders, you know, as well. We gotta do something to help the community and change.
That's a fact. Go ahead.
And, you know,
Also, us as black people, we gotta have each other backs and not work together. I see other communities working together and having each other backs. So we like to tear each other down as people.
Also, this is my last piece of it. Also, stop the black on black crimes as well. And
there we go.
Instead of doing that, let's us work together and see what we can do. You know.
It's every man for themselves.
Yes. It's a fact. You know, I feel like at first we have to start loving on ourselves. We have to start loving on our community. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I understand this. The whole situation is a fucked up thing. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, we have to be able to build ourselves first. You know, we have to build our communities first. If we don't respect ourselves in our community, you know what I'm saying? How can we expect, you know, other people to take us seriously if we don't take ourselves serious?
Definitely, you know I definitely agree, son.
It does start with us, though. I will say that. It also starts with us getting out in the masses to go vote, and I'm not talking about just voting for like the presidency or whatever. You gotta vote for the mayors. You gotta vote for your Congress, aldermen, all of them.
Definitely.
Preliminary, all that shit.
Oh yeah. I agree. Oh yeah, by the way, June 23rd in New York. The printer to vote. You can vote in New York, June 23rd.
Mhm.
I believe it's June 23rd.
Yes.
That's our
June
election
it is
day.
okay. June
If you
23rd.
ain't
Yeah,
vote last 3 years ago,
yeah.
if you ain't vote 2 years, you ain't vote last year, go. I implore it.
Yeah, yeah. June 23rd, y'all, in New York.
Yes.
Vote. We need to change. We
Gotta
need to
do
change the
it. This is our
community for the better.
opportunity.
We need
You
to
know what I'm
change the community
saying?
for the better.
You see other countries, they
Yes.
go through these type of situations where the police are not doing right by them, and at the federal level, it's just as trash. We gotta get out there. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get our voices heard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But I just want to say thank y'all everybody for tuning into the new episode. This very special episode, And all we could do now is pray, stick together,
Yes,
and
be
get
close
through
to
it together, y'all.
yes, be close to your
And
families, love your families, look out for your fellow people. Yeah.
We will rise up.
yeah, we all right. So yeah, exactly. So you already know, hit me up, Ken _ Mr. Gentleman. I repeat, Ken KEN _ Mr. MR Gentleman GENTLEMAN. You check out the Premier Boy podcast. I'm proud the Mr. Gentleman like that podcast. Season 3 it dropping June 28th. I got both of these fellas on the show for season 3, so look out for it. When New York back open, catch your time, but most likely that would be phase 4. So I want to have to mention that
A little bit,
So you already know
It'll be a while.
it'll be a while, but check out. This episode won't be on a Friday. We've dropped this episode now, but each and every Friday, new episode from the Premier Boy podcast will be
Yes, check us out. Oh yeah,
Say
follow me at Aaron Sands Premier. That's AARON SANDS PREMIERE.
And you can follow me on my personal page, Roddy _F, or my business page, Roddy DJ Retro.
Guys, be safe. Be safe. Hands up.
Yeah.
Wash your nasty ass hands, man. Damn.
Of course, yeah. Don't forget
to go out with our face covering.
Yeah.
Don't forget COVID out.
Yes, go out.
COVID out there. COVID is out there.
Cover your face, bro.
We got racism. We got now potentially Ebola's out there. So y'all just be safe, y'all. True. Dinosaurs gonna come out.
Media gonna instruct
only thing I will say, and I know Kim might hate me for saying this, but it can't get any worse than this.
Oh God, I hate that. I hate that phrase. I hate that phrase, but who knows? The Blazer Clip might come out with a new single.
I know people been dying for that, boy.
Yeah, no, I have. No, I'm gonna end it on a positive note. So I'm gonna end on a positive note. So y'all already know this your boy Ken, aka
Aaron
Mr. Gentleman.
And it's your boy Roddy.
Check out the powerful song of the day.
Selected by all of us.
Be safe, y'all. Yeah, selected by all of us, y'all.
Prayers up.
Be safe. What's up, everybody? This your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast, and I'm gonna tell you about Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your own podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and it's easy to use. Anchor can match you with great sponsorships who want to advertise your podcast, which means you get paid right away. Well, if you want to start your own podcast, just go to www.anchor.fm/start and you can start your podcast right away. This is Ken, and have a good day. I just want to take the time and thank everybody for checking out this new episode. Well, the episode of the Premier Boy Podcast. I appreciate everybody who took the time and listened. And, I appreciate, this is, like I said, a very important subject to talk about. And my brothers are like, man, we had to discuss it because it can't go as silent. And like I said, follow the Premier Boy podcast right now. Check out check out new episodes from the Premier Boy podcast each and every Fridays. And subscribe to us. We're on Anchor, Spotify, now Apple Podcasts, and many more. And once again, thank y'all and see y'all on June 28th for season 3 of the Jim Like That podcast. Have a good day.
This is DJ Retro, and you are now listening to Mr. Gentleman's Lifestyles Podcast.